Stitcher, and Google Play, and Spotify. So I will have all the details in the description down below. As always, thank you so much to all my Patreons. You guys are amazing. Thank you for choosing to support me and my channel in this kind of a true crime new channel for me anyways. And I truly appreciate all the support. So thank you, Ann Richards, Carrie Potic, Demi Tiburcio, Emmy Rose, Josie Nichols, Lindsay Franklin, Marie from the Whisper Games, and Demi Weddington. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you being there for me. Now, today's story, it involves a couple of immigrants. Both of them were in different times and in their lives. One was younger, the other one was older, and I think one of the misconceptions that it's out there is that if you're from the same country, you should get along because you are, you share the same culture, you have the same ways. Why wouldn't you get along with somebody that is from the same country that you are? Well, we're going to talk about how these two people were so different and expected the other to behave the way that they wanted, and how everything ended up being something that could have been avoided, but that nobody thought that it could get this bad. Now, this story begins in Flagami, Florida, and this is an area that everyone that visited there, they wanted to have a house there. It was not only a beautiful place, as Florida is, but it was also a very vibrant, family-oriented community. The interesting thing is that they were all from different backgrounds and even races, but they all found a way to kind of work together to lift up their own community. Now, the first guy that I want to talk about, his name is Baldomero Fernandez, and he was 62 years old at the time. He is from Cuba and found his freedom not only in this country but in this community that he loved. He had a family of his own and raised his kids in this home with a huge yard by a canal. While he was raising a family, Baldomero worked as a bellhop at Miami International Airport. But now he is enjoying his retired life with his family, being active in their church that, as far as I know, they were kind of founded that church and then it kind of evolved into something different. But they were always supporters of it. Needless to say, they knew everyone in their community and everyone knew them as a very friendly family in the area. Now, Jimmy Escoto, on the other side, he's only 29 years old at the time, and he was the neighbor's son. Baldomero and his wife were really excited that he was moving into the neighborhood. Their neighbor Olga was a really good friend of them, and she told them that her son was coming back after getting out of the army, and he was planning to live there at his mom's house with his son, which was 8 years old at the time, and his name is Anthony, and his stepbrother, who was of course living with his mom there. Jimmy's brother and Anthony, the nephew, and Jimmy himself, the three were all welcomed at Baldomero's house. They were next door neighbors and very good friends with Olga, and so they were very, very close. Baldomero had marine aquariums. They were like the saltwater ones, so he would go and catch anything he could in the ocean and would bring it home and try to make it live in his little to start making money right away. But he knew that in order to get money, he needed to start to some kind of education. He needed to go to college. So he decided to join a nursing program. The program itself was very expensive, and on top of the regular bills, I mean, he needed money. I mean, he needed to pay for his bills, and he needed to pay for the school, and everything was kind of piling up, and his mom just couldn't help him more. So he started to work odd jobs until he graduated. His neighbor thought that he could help, so Baldomero, his neighbor, asked him if he wanted to do a little bit of work around his house when he was needed. And Jimmy really appreciated that. He needed the money, and it was nice that he could go to the next door neighbor and get his work done really close to home. Baldomero was very well known in his community, and he had influences with politicians. He participated in their fundraisers, and overall he had good connections. He was very proud of that as well, and his achievements. His family, his home, he wanted and he felt like he needed to be respected. He was somebody important in the community. Now, between Jimmy's and Baldomero's home, there was a piece of property in the middle, in between both of their properties. Baldomero always treated this piece of property as it is. He would park his cars, and even his family members or friends that visit him, he would make them park in that area. But when Jimmy moved there and nobody was parking there, he decided to start working in one of his older trucks that he was trying to fix. Baldomero started to see how things were changing since Jimmy got there, and he was pretty upset that Jimmy was kind of not being respectful to how things were working before he was there. So as soon as Jimmy graduated, he realized he could make a lot more money, and he didn't need to work odd jobs anymore. So the next time that Baldomero asked him to help around the house, he said that he had plans for the day and he just couldn't help him anymore. Apparently, and according to some witnesses, that time when Jimmy said that, I don't know how nice he was about it, and it kind of hurt his feelings, Baldomero's feelings, and he almost felt like disrespected and rejected. So things started to pile up, Jimmy parking the car where, Baldomero was parking it before, and then that he couldn't help anymore. I mean, he should have figured that as soon as he graduated, he was going to look for a job with a better pay, but apparently Baldomero couldn't think of that. Jimmy got more comfortable, and he was described as a ladies' man. He would bring girls, more than one girl actually, to the house every night, and he would have 2 or 3 girlfriends at the same time. Now, Baldomero, as I mentioned before, was one of the founders of a church, and he was a very devoted Catholic, and he would, look out his window and see the behavior of Jimmy, and he thought that it was a really bad example for his daughter, so it was getting even worse. Then Jimmy continued to work in his antique truck that, he put in that piece of land between both of their properties, and he started to, of course, use some solvents and use some stuff that he needed to clean some of the parts, and apparently the fumes were getting to Baldomero's house. So as you can see, I don't know if Jimmy was trying to do that on purpose. I think it was mostly like different ways of seeing the same situation. Like Jimmy would be like, if nobody's using that piece of land, why can't I just park my truck there and work on it? And why can't they just close the window if I'm going to be using that kind of thing. But you can also see it from the other guy's side and see, hey, this guy all of a sudden moves here and changes everything. Again, Baldomero was an older guy. I mean, even though both of them were Cuban, they just had a different way of seeing things. Jimmy was more of the American way and more and younger too, and Baldomero was kind of an old-fashioned kind of guy with his still very strong Cuban roots, and it almost like they couldn't just see eye to eye. Baldomero decided to call Jimmy's mom and talk to, his friend Olga, and he explained what Jimmy was doing and how it bothered him. So he asked her to talk to him and hopefully change his behavior. The mom, Olga, she did actually talk to Jimmy, but I think like Jimmy felt like the neighbor was telling on him and it just didn't help at all. Jimmy landed an amazing job opportunity. He met Mark Buoniconti. I probably butchered that, but he was the son of the famous linebacker for the 1972 Dolphins. However, Mark was only 18 years old and he was playing football one day when he made a tackle and broke his neck. And at the time when Jimmy started to work with him as a nurse, he was using a respirator, fighting for his life, and Jimmy was the one who was helping him as a private nurse. He wasn't in a hospital, but he was at home, and Jimmy was the one who was taking care of him. According to Mark, he was an amazing nurse and an amazing person to him. And luckily for Jimmy, he started to make a lot of money with this new job. So Jimmy decided to celebrate and throw a big party. He invited a lot of his nursing schoolmates, and apparently the party was very loud. Some ladies had only a few pieces of clothing, and overall it was kind of a wild party. So Baldomero, the neighbor, called the police on them because he just couldn't believe that the ladies were almost naked and that it was so loud. And Jimmy, when they called the police, they went, they talked to him, but it was almost like they had to stop it. So it bothered Jimmy so much that, according to witnesses, that's when Jimmy started changing his behavior and he stopped being nice. He started to be actually pretty mean, and it was almost like a war between two generations who just couldn't get along. Baldomero was obsessing over the cars, boats, bikes, whatever was parked in that little piece of property in between their properties, and he would always be looking out the window, checking who would be in, who would be out, and kind of complaining at the same time, asking Jimmy to move them out of there. If they had more than one bike, he would go and say, hey, can you please move it because I don't want it here. And so it was kind of an ongoing thing between these neighbors. One day, Jimmy gets home and finds and I'm talking about a huge fence that kept that piece of land that Jimmy was using. It was being kept on Baldomero's property. So basically he was Baldomero was claiming that little portion as his own. So Jimmy decided to push back and asked the city to go and see the fence his neighbor installed, and they agreed that it wasn't right and that Baldomero needed to remove it. However, right there and then, Baldomero said that he had strong connections and that he wasn't going to put that fence down. Apparently, he talked to his connection and got his way because the guy that went to do the inspection was fired and a new one was put in. Jimmy got really mad wanted to get back at Baldomero, so he decided that he was going to use his gun in the backyard. At the time, both of Baldomero's kids were outside playing and heard the shots and got scared. In Jimmy's defense, I mean, he was an expert in assault rifles, but I completely understand Baldomero when he got scared seeing that his neighbor, the one that he's having a lot of problem with, is using a rifle nearby his kids. I mean, I get it. Baldomero got so scared and mad that he told Jimmy that the next time that he did that, he was going to kill him. And Jimmy, of course, trying to get him even more mad, he said, "Go ahead." There were a lot of petty things going on between the neighbors, and every time something happened, Baldomero would call the police and accuse Jimmy, to the point that Jimmy would have to defend himself, even though they had no evidence. The police had no evidence of him doing anything wrong. It was getting old. Jimmy was tired of the police calling, and he decided to scare Baldomero. So one day he got in his car and Jimmy threw his truck in front of Baldomero's car. That was coming from the daughter's ballet lesson, so it was Baldomero and his daughter in the car. It was like Jimmy was playing chicken with them, trying to intimidate them. Baldomero called 911 again, saying that he was scared for his life and reported the incident. The police offered an intervention program where they tried to help the neighbors to get along, but apparently that wasn't enough for Baldomero because he wanted the police to arrest Jimmy, not to give him some counseling. Jimmy got a Mark, his patient, of the respirator soon. So, of course, I mean, this was Mark's credit. He worked hard to get off of it. But he was pretty excited that Jimmy promised him from the beginning to get him off of that, and he finally was off. So actually Mark and Jimmy went to a party in New York City. They had an amazing time and kind of forgot of what was going on back home. In the meantime, back home, Baldomero called Olga, Jimmy's mom, again and asked her to talk to her son again. Make him change, and if not, he was going to kill him. Olga got really worried but didn't want to tell Jimmy because, he was upset already. And he hated that old man. And she thought that if she tell him that things were going to get worse, and maybe the best thing that they can do for each other was ignoring each other, actually. One day, Jimmy was fixing his son's Anthony's bike, and Anthony got so excited that his bike was working again, and that he told his dad that he was going to go for a long bike ride. At that time, next door, Baldomero's family was Baldomero was taking a nap, and his kids were wrapping a present because 2 days after that day, it was going to be Baldomero's birthday. Back to Jimmy, time passed and Anthony didn't come back. And this is something that I don't understand. But everywhere it says pretty much the same thing, okay? So I'm gonna go off what they claimed that happened. Apparently Jimmy got really worried that Anthony wasn't coming back. So he got in his motorcycle and crossed full speed through Baldomero's yard. He was revving his bike and he got a piece of lawn off Baldomero's front lawn. At the time, Baldomero that was taking a nap, he'd heard the commotion and saw his lawn and he couldn't take it anymore, so he jumped in his car and decided to do the same thing and ruin his neighbor's lawn. Jimmy told him to get away from his house and from his lawn, but Baldomero told him that he wasn't going to do that. He was going to stay right there, and that he better move away from him or he was going to shoot him while he was showing his gun. Now, wasn't able, that he was not man enough to shoot him, but Baldomero ended up shooting Jimmy, and Jimmy asked him to immediately stop, of course. He just couldn't believe that Baldomero had shot him. Now, Baldomero didn't seem like he wanted to stop. It almost seemed like he wanted to kill him. So Jimmy ran as fast as he could. A neighbor sitting in her porch area with two kids saw him running and heard the gunshots, but she didn't think they were real. She thought they were some kind of firecracker. When she saw that Jimmy was running, but he was bleeding, begging for help, she reached to help him when she saw that Baldomero was running after him. At the time, she thought that this old man was trying to help him. But when she saw that Baldomero had a gun, she ran inside her house and called the police. Of course, that Jimmy was still outside, and Baldomero was pointing at him with a gun. But when he tried to shoot, he was out of bullets. Realizing that, Jimmy starts to run as fast as he can, but remember that he is really wounded. And finally, Baldomero caught up to the guy and hit him several times in the head. Baldomero's wife came out of nowhere and saw him how he had the gun and was chasing and kind of hitting this guy, so she took the gun away from him. But then he grabbed a cinder block and continued to hit Jimmy in the head about 12 more times. When paramedics arrived, Jimmy was barely alive. They rushed him to the hospital for surgery, the same hospital where he worked. And in the meantime, Anthony came back from his bike ride. Remember that Anthony was the son of Jimmy, and he saw the aftermath of the incident. Baldomero was questioned immediately, and he said to the police that the only reason that he shot him was because Jimmy had some chains and was intimidating him, so much so that he was hitting him and that he got scared and shot him. Now later on, we will discover that this was not true, because the police did check everything where he said that Jimmy hit him with chains, and even though, they could have been just barely touched, he would have shown some sign, but he had nothing. There was no evidence that Jimmy had any kind of chain in his hands or that he tried to hurt Baldomero. Now, Baldomero's lawyer then claimed that he shot from inside a car, and that when you shoot from something that is that close, it is so loud that you can lose your conscience and kind of get some kind of momentarily insanity, something like that, because of the noise that creates inside the car. Now, Jimmy died that day, of course, and the courts agreed that this wasn't self-defense, because if it was self-defense, he would have shot him once and then left scared for his life. But he stayed and he followed him throughout the neighborhood and then killed him in a horrible way. Now, the interesting and sad part of this story is not only the story itself, but Baldomero got a plea deal, second-degree murder, and 7 years, which he only served 3.5. Some people claim that it's because of his political influence. I really don't know if he had any kind of political influence, but I think that because of him being an older guy, and maybe that had something to do with the years that he got, I don't know. But this is another example of how we need to consider all the possibilities, okay? Maybe you are a very mellow person, maybe you get mad, but you would never do anything crazy like this. Well, you have to understand that not everyone is like you. best way to avoid the situation is to try to keep to yourself, you know. If there is something that it's bothering about the neighbor or whatever it is, to try to work things through and not kind of create even more tension between both parties. It's just one of those things that is not going to take you anywhere, and it's going to escalate things. I remember a road rage incident. I think it was last year, and we were driving. I can't remember if it was 405 in California, and okay, these two guys were fighting like little kids. One would pass the other one and it would just cut him off, and then the other one would do the same thing and speed off, and it was just getting ridiculous. We of course got away from them as far as we could, and the police was getting involved at the time, so we didn't feel the need to have to call 911 or anything like that, because the police were trying to get to them. But since it was like heavy traffic, I don't want to say, you know, we were stuck. No, it was like regular California traffic where it's very, very busy, and sometimes even the police have a really hard time to catch up to whoever they need to catch up with, or to. And then I remember the next morning we watched the news in the hotel where we were staying during breakfast, and they said that apparently one of the guys got out of the car and shot the other one, and the other driver was a 17-year-old kid who borrowed his mom's or somebody's car, and apparently the other driver wasn't having a good day, and he happened to have a gun with him. I mean, these are just stories of how we don't know who we're dealing with every single day, and we don't know where that people is standing at that time. We don't know if they're going through a hard time money-wise, you know, if they're going through a divorce, if they are, you know, sick, if they have somebody sick. We don't know how other people can react. So in this case, you would think that the younger guy would have a temper and attack the older man, but the religious, Catholic, respected member of a community had enough and decided to take the life of another person because the other person wasn't respecting what he thought it was important to him to be respected. Again, I feel like we have so many expectations with each other that sometimes we lose sight of what we're really supposed to expect from other people. I get it. Things are one way and then the next day are different. I can tell for myself that in our neighborhood there's a lot of new people. A lot of the older couples that own the houses sold their houses, and now there's a bunch of new people that I don't even know, and I'm not interested in getting to know either. Not because they're bad people, but I can tell that we have different interests, and I don't want to judge them in it. So I stay away. I keep to myself, and I try to be the best neighbor I can be, having my lawn as, you know, the better I can, and keeping my house clean and everything looking nice, and trying to be a good part of our little neighborhood. But you know, there are certain things that we've been doing for several years, like parking a car, you know, right in front of their house. And now that there's new people, they feel like they can do that because they have a lot of cars and they just can't fit them all. And it bothers me that they like to park in there. But the road, I mean, the street is not mine. I cannot tell you where to park your car. So I get both sides, I get the side where, the guy is young and he's enjoying his life and he is, being successful in his job and he's having girls and he's raising his son and he's, he doesn't think it's a big deal. But I also understand the older guy having to go through changes that maybe when you're 60-year-old don't really want to go through them. But I think that's part of being a society, to understand that we all look for different things, that we are all happy with different things, and that we have to compromise in certain ways in order to live in a community and not being separated from each other completely. I understand that you need to live in your house and your neighbor in his, and if that's the way that things need to be, but there needs to be some kind of cordial agreement of how things are going to work as far from your door out to outside. And I think this could have been something that was prevented. But I also think that it kind of teaches us a story that you can never assume the kind of person that is living next door or is, being your friend, not because they're respected, not because they're older, not because they're Catholic or Christians or Muslims or whatever. It doesn't have anything to do with the kind of person you are and what you're willing to do to feel respected. I feel for both families because I think that Anthony deserved to have his dad and Olga deserved to have her son. And I think that he was a younger guy fighting and trying to do his best and trying to thrive in this world, and it was cut short because he would never have guessed that his next door neighbor would be able to do what he did to him. So never underestimate people for whatever age group they're at or whatever religion they're at. Just remember that you know what you are capable of doing, but not what they are capable of doing. Thank you so much for listening to this video. I hope that we could all take something from this story and we can all apply something better for our lives. I hope that this kind of thing would never have to happen for us to understand how, different we are and how we need to be mindful of each other. But at the same time, it happened. And at least for me, it left a good lesson that especially